Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Art Farm. I'm Thomas, and today we're going to take a look at our yellow hive. I checked the bottom board the other day when I filled up their feeder, and they had a lot of wax moth larvae, so it's kind of concerning. I cleaned off the entire board. We're going to check it again here in a minute and see how that's going, but I want to break into the whole hive and just look and see if there's a wax moth infestation or if we're doing okay. And then just see how they're doing on honey stores. They were fairly light, so I'm a little concerned about them for the winter. So we'll see how they're doing. So I cleaned this out a couple of days ago. So we'll see. Yeah, there's still some wax moth larvae. You can come in a little closer. All of this was perfectly clean maybe 3 days ago. And here's the wax moth larva there, a bunch of them. And I don't know what this is. I'm hoping it's the bees killing the wax moths that have gotten into the comb. So we'll see when we get into this hive what's going on. Ooh.
That thing was big. Where's it?
See him?
Yeah. Looks like a hermit crab almost.
Alright, so
Recording.
take this off. Yeah, they have a lot of sugar syrup up here. They're in there though, so that's good. It's still pretty full. When did I fill this up? Do you remember? I think it was last...
What's today? January?
I think it's the year 2030. Yeah, today is January the 75th of 2020. Alright, so I'm going to try and set this down without spilling.
I thought it was Saturday? Or was it just a couple days ago?
I filled these guys up with 2 gallons. Might have been not quite a week ago, Thursday or Friday. No, it was Saturday. You're right.
It was Saturday.
Saturday. So they're down, maybe down two-thirds of a gallon or so. All right, this was a fondant patty that I put in here just to see if they would eat it. They did not care about this.
Nobody likes fondant.
Nope. So.
Should we possibly? Aw. Should we get rid of that just because, you know, bears or other critters? Maybe.
Maybe I could throw it farther away, I guess.
Don't get that on your glove. What is wrong with you? Why would you touch that on your glove?
You told me to get rid of it.
Uh-huh. Wow. Did you ever see that movie, Dumb and Dumber?
Did you ever see that movie, Your Wife is an Asshole?
Oh, you mean the home movies?
Yes, those.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Alright, so how are we doing here, babies? We have a good amount of bees in here. So this is the super, where they were supposed to build the comb across the frames like this, and they built it all kinds of weird ways. Like this one's the right way, a little bit here, but then it goes across here. I don't know if you can see. See it goes across here instead of this way.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they didn't follow the rules that I set out for them. But all right, so we're gonna take
rebels.
this. Yep.
That's
take this off.
so cool.
So I can't actually check this and do a frame check on it, but oh, it's still really light. There's nothing there. All right, so
Is it me or do they seem to be moving kind of slow?
they're moving a little slow. They're pretty calm, I think. Take this beetle trap. I think I'm going to leave these out. Follow my finger? That is a small hive beetle that's hanging out inside. Maybe you can see him or not.
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. So anyway, I saw 2 hive beetles here.
You just chase them off the edge.
Yeah. Well, the bees will chase them eventually. So there's only 2. That's not bad. This frame is totally empty though, so that's a little bit of a bummer. All right, so let's see. This frame feels light too. Holy cow.
Careful.
All right, this frame is light.
Oh yeah.
There's some pollen, not much honey. Some bees getting grumpy. A lot of pollen on this side. But I'm not seeing evidence of wax moth in the comb. So that's really the point of going into the hive today. This one's a little heavier. Got a lot of pollen. Not a lot of honey though. Last time I did a check right after the varroa mite treatment, are you still recording? Yeah, okay. There were a lot of bees I noticed had deformed wings, but I don't see any. Haven't seen any yet today. Oh wait, there's one. Here we go. Where did he go? I just saw him.
Not this. No, he's okay.
No. No, right here. That little guy.
I'm
You
not
can
sure.
see it right here. Follow my finger. Oh, now I've lost him now. This little guy right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. See, he's got malformed wings. That's probably because the varroa mites got in when he was in the larva. Or pupa, I guess. I don't know what the difference was or when, but and they caused that. But he's the first one I've seen today. The other day, I saw a lot more of them. So I think that's a good thing. A lot of pollen on this frame. Some honey. Not a lot of bees, but there should be fewer bees this time of year. The queen is not laying as many eggs because they don't have as much resources to feed them. They're getting ready for winter. What's the matter with you, baby? Okay. Alright, so this is interesting. What is on his back?
Oh.
See that white?
Yeah.
Don't know what that is.
Huh.
And here's another couple with the deformed wings.
Yeah. Yeah, that white is bizarre. I remember reading about that before, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was actually some type of plant or flower that in order to get the nectar or the pollen, the insect has to go really deep inside, and then once it does, it leaves its seed on the actual animal, so it will force it to.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the good news is so far no evidence of wax moth in the actual comb. So that makes me feel good. But these frames, all these frames in this bottom box are really light, which is concerning for surviving the winter. Like this one isn't even fully drawn out. Oh, here we go. There's some wax moth right there, I think.
So what do? You just scrape it out? Dig it out?
Don't dig it out, but I think they have already taken care of the moth that was in there. But that's part of the tunnel that it makes. A lot of pollen. Alright, sort of the last frame. This is the box that I have to clean out next year because they made comb on the side wall that I can't really inspect. I'll show you that in a second. This frame is just absolutely empty.
It's one that melted too.
Yeah, this one warped.
Let me get it
And
a little
then
bit.
you can see
Yeah.
all that down there I've got to clean off next year. All right, well, I think we're gonna close the hive back up. There's enough bees here that they're keeping the wax moths at bay, so that's good. But this bottom box is just nearly empty of resources. So that's a little bit concerning. But we can only do so much. We're trying to feed them. We'll give them some sugar blocks here in a little bit. Once it gets too cold for the sugar syrup, which is going to be soon. Yeah, you can see how they did everything, half of the stuff sideways. Silly bees. So we added about a gallon of sugar syrup to the purple hive, a gallon to the yellow hive. They still had quite a bit. I think they're slowing down actually taking it. The days are getting a little cooler, the nights are cooler. But it's 78 degrees today, October 21st. So we have kind of a late season warmth for the next few days. So hopefully they'll eat it all up. So yellow hive, looks like all the wax moths are just in that bottom board. I didn't see any. Well, we saw one little bit of evidence of one in one frame, but I think the bees are able to take care of it. But their lower box, it's just has very few resources in it. All the frames are light, so I'm really concerned about yellow hive with the amount of resources they have to make it through the winter. So hopefully they'll make it. I haven't checked purple hive in a few weeks, but last time I did they were looking pretty good. So I might get into them in a couple days just to see how they're doing. And then that'll be the last time we break into these hives for the season. So I think that's about it. So I'm happy that there isn't a yellow or a wax moth infestation in yellow hive. But I wish they had more stores. So. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. But they need to hear. What if they're really far away?
Yeah.
Turn up the volume so you can hear us.
Pump up the volume.
No. Are you puking a little bit? It sounded like she was throwing up.
Only when you breathe on me.
Are you done?
Never done.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. That's it? Just a wave?
See ya.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't you love anybody anymore?
Whatever.
We love you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.